Say hi to the camera, Oskar.
Hello.
Hopefully the sequence that you saw was a really epic one, and we haven't shot anything of it yet. There was a lot of you that enjoyed the last couple of videos, so me and Oskar, we thought that we should team up and do one of these once again. So I hope you will enjoy this video, and I will try my best to talk you through the whole process as we go along. We are currently here in my dad's workshop to shoot this sequence, and I thought I should take you along behind the scenes to show you exactly how I shot that entire thing right now. The space that we're gonna use is this. So it's gonna be a very, very limited space that we can use to actually shoot this video. But we're gonna do some establishing shots to begin with, maybe like 1 or 2. And then I'm gonna try to shoot all of the different sequences or all of the different clips standing in that corner and play around with the different foregrounds and actions that we got going on the table. So I have no clue how it's gonna turn out, but I think it's gonna turn out good, but I guess we'll see. So since we're inside and the lighting in here is not that good, I'm going to use the Sony 24mm G Master lens, which has an aperture of 1.4. And that is like to get that really, really shallow depth of field, but also to be able to let in as much light as possible to the camera. And I'm going to shoot this whole sequence in 100 frames per second, not 120. I'm going to stay in PAL, and I'm probably going to do manual focus on this whole sequence. And yes, I'm having a cold, if you're wondering why I'm sounding like I'm having a cold. I think it's going to be really good. Oskar, what do you think?
I think this will be really good, actually.
Okay. The light that I'm using for this particular shot is the Aperture H528C that I'm having in my office to light almost entirely all of my videos. To light almost all of my videos in the office. I would not recommend you to buy this light because it's not that powerful, and if you're going to shoot a sequence like this, then you want to be able to control your light way more, so you don't have to shoot an aperture that is f1.4. But for the sake of this video, I think it's gonna work really well. This first clip that we're gonna shoot is gonna be the establishing shot of Oskar walking towards the, what do you call it? Like welding table. And the reason that you wanna have an establishing shot is that I wanna show you as the viewer where we are and where this sequence is going to take place. So that is why we're gonna have Oskar walking towards the stereo, turning that on, and then the whole thing begins when the music starts to pump. Kör vi, kom igen, kör vi, snabbt nu.
Vad ska jag göra här?
Du går liksom och sträcker dig och så sätter du igång den. Så precis när du sträcker dig så blir det scen. 1, 2, 3. Bra, tack. All right, I think we got that shot. So this shot is going to be Oskar turning on the stereo, so we're going to cut from the establishing shot to the close-up shot. Så och så sen lite snabbt så liksom. Ja, precis. Den kör vi. 3. Och kör. Ja, den blir bra. Kolla här. We are coming up with a lot of things on the go, which is completely awesome. But that is why it's really hard to plan out the entire sequence before we actually shoot it, especially with me and Oskar, because we always do something else than we set out to do, something better, if you may. Now we're gonna get the shot of Oskar putting the actual metal on the table, and then I'm gonna swipe in to him having the metal piece and then putting it on the table, and then we're gonna get the shake when I put the camera down. All right, we nailed that shot as well. Looking really, really good. You know, it's a lot about the timing when you're doing stuff like this. So when you're shooting manual focus, you really need to be timed together with Oskar in this case. If I were to shoot this in autofocus, the camera probably would not be able to keeping up with the movements that we do. Nice shades. We're gonna follow Oskar's hand down while he grabs the acetylene burner, and then we're gonna cut when he has picked it up and then is looking at it, and then we're gonna cut to the next clip. I think we got it. I think we got that shot too. It took quite a long time because we didn't really know how to connect the clips, but hopefully it looked good. I think so. It felt good. I want to have a more detailed shot of Oskar using the acetylene burner, and to do that I can't go too close with the 24mm because then probably something is gonna bounce off the lens, which I do not want because it's, I mean, come on, it's expensive stuff. And to get that shot, I'm thinking that I'm gonna try to use the Tamron 2875 to like get that really compressed out of off the acetylene burner burning into the metal, so that we can just like cut that in when Oskar is cutting. So then we're gonna wide shot and then a close-up shot. We're gonna get the shot of Oskar like hammering on the, I don't know what this is called in English.
Anvil.
Anvil, yeah. When he hammers on the anvil with the glowing or heated metal thing. Now we're gonna get the shot where Oskar is like grinding and doing the finishing touches to the heart. And I'm gonna follow Oskar's hand as he like brings up the hearts towards the grinder. Nope. We're gonna get the last shot of Oskar like hanging the heart on the door here, and I have no clue on how this sequence actually is gonna turn out, but you guys have already seen it, so hopefully it turned out good. Felt good, felt like we got everything that we needed, and back to the office. So before we actually shot that sequence, we actually had a like shot list that we wrote down when we come up with the idea. And I'm gonna put it right here so that you can see how we actually planned this out. And having a shot list when you're shooting a video like that will make it so much easier for you to actually shoot the video really, really fast. And I think we shot that whole thing in like 1 hour. So it went really, really fast compared to if we like were to come up with the idea on the spot. And it's not only gonna be easy for you to shoot the sequence, it's also gonna be easy for you to edit the sequence. And I've already done with the editing. It took me like 8 hours to get it the exact way that you saw in the beginning of the video, and I think it turned out really, really good. But what makes that whole sequence so immersive and so deep is not only the way that it's shot, but the sound effects, because the sound effect makes that whole sequence so much more professional than if I were to have no sound effects. So let's play it back without the music, but with all the sound effects that I've added onto this video. That is good, right? I mean, like the sound effects makes it really, really immersive. And I get most of my sound effects from epidemicsound.com, which I highly recommend. I'm gonna post a link below if you want to go there and sign up for their creator subscription, I think it is. And when it comes to all the swooshes and the hits and all that, that is actually from the lens distortion pack that is called the anticipation pack, and I am using that in so many videos. So even though it might be a little bit costly, I think it's like $129 or $149, but that is gonna be so worth it if you're utilizing the sound effects in the correct way, because I've been using that now for the last 1.5 years and I'm still using it to this day with a lot of my videos. So highly recommend that one. And those two places are basically where I get all my sound effects from. And you know, highly recommend them if you want to have some good sound effects for your videos. So go and check them out. Everything is in the description below, so you can just go there. So I really hope that you learned something from this video and that you can apply
maybe some of the techniques or some of the movements to your own videos to make them look even better. And if you like this video, do give it a thumbs up because it does help a lot. So thank you so much for that. And if you haven't subscribed yet, that'd be highly appreciated as well. So thanks so much for that. And I also would like to know, what do you think about the new channel banner? Because personally, I think it looks really, really good. Huge shout out to my buddy Ian Jones, who made it look so good. And if you don't follow him on Instagram, then you definitely should, because he's like one of the best street photographers that I know. So go and check him out. Until next time, Peter from Sweden, out.